Welcome everybody to a look at a new Vinegar Syndrome release. So this is part of their Shawsploitation line, this is the first of those, and it is 1983's Men from the Gutter. So as you can see, it says Shawsploitation there, number one. So this is directed by Nai-Choi, who we've looked at before with The Cat, which I found a little bit disappointing, especially in comparison to the other two films I've seen from him, The Seventh Curse and Ricky-O, The Story of Ricky. So this is a Hong Kong action film, clocking in at 88 minutes long. Stars Jason Pai Pao, who was also in Killer Constable and Portrait in Crystal, and Wang Yong, who was in Bastard Swordsman, and as well as also Portrait in Crystal. That latter film being released the same year as this one. So after a cop is killed in cold blood, detectives Qi and Zhao begin tracking a trio of lowly ex-cons plotting a jewel heist, while they're also chasing a corporate kingpin active in the heroin trade. Meanwhile, a steely yet inconspicuous hitman has arrived from Thailand, who is eager to take out that same kingpin for having crossed him. So, with the two sides of this plot being handled effectively in either or separate parts at times, in either a separate or at times interconnected manner, as yeah, they are running at the same time as one another. They cross over here and there, but they are, regardless of how they are used, done in an effective manner, while having on point pacing and plenty of well executed action. This is an overall engaging effort. The cast is also good. The production is predominantly solid, especially when it comes to some of the car crashes and shootouts and such. There is one scene where a guy's falling down some scaffolding, and you can quite clearly see that there is some wires there holding him up. But that's more likely due to this new transfer that is showing that up than bad cinematography. Um, it is well shot. The score is typically 80s in all of the best ways, so it's very synth heavy. Just before anything is kind of major is about to happen in terms of the plot, the synths really kick in. A lot of good guitar work as well. So I rather enjoy that, being a fan of 80s music. The violence is also impactful, plenty of blood squibs and such, and it has its entertaining moments, chiefly among which is when there is a lot of mayhem going on with car crashes and such. So yeah, it's not as great as some other Hong Kong action films from the 80s by any means, but after the relatively disappointing The Cat, yeah, this is definitely one step above that, while just about managing to match The Seventh Curse. Although I still say that Ricky-O is still the best of the Lam Nai Choi films that I've seen so far. But still, this is a really, really nice release. The film itself gets 4 out of 5. Nice hard box release from Vinegar Syndrome. And yes, this is also a Shaw Brothers release. It's one of their more later films that I've seen from them. And yeah, it means that we've reviewed plenty of Shaw Brothers films so far. Because obviously we're also going for that Eureka 10 set box set. We've also got the Shaw Scope Volume 4 box set that's coming out from Arrow Video later this year. So yeah, plenty more from Shaw Brothers to come at the time right now. Um, but yeah, they are obviously a studio that has made many a film, so we're not going to run out of them anytime soon. But whether or not we run out of any good ones is another one entirely. But this is certainly a good one, and one that I do recommend. So there's the disc. We get the same artwork as on the hard box on the sleeve on the front, but then we have reversible sleeve artwork as well, which is slightly different. It is kind of hard to tell. So there's the one I was showing you, and there's a different one. So it's not radically different. It's not like it's in the original poster or anything like that, but it is a slightly different one regardless. We also get a booklet with this release, and it is actually one of the few booklets from a boutique Blu-ray label that is sideways. Usually they are obviously portrait ways. So yeah, I guess you could say this is landscape. So yeah, we've got Down and Out in West Kowloon by Walter Chaw. This has much better color scheme on this one than there was on The Man Who Could Cheat Death, as it is yellow on black. That is much easier to read for me than the red on black was. Um, and yeah, we also do get shots from the film, but they are very highly stylized in the same kind of color scheme that we are obviously looking at with this booklet. We also get High and Low on Lam Nai Choi's Men from the Gutter by Ariel Asteban Kea. Yeah, these are decent write-ups, by the way. Then we've got Unheroic Bloodshed, Shaw Brothers Studio and Modern Crime Films by Keith Allison. And that's it with credits as well in terms of, you know, the package, the book layout, and the restoration that has gone on with this film. So, in terms of parts on the disc, we've had the film itself has been newly scanned and restored by Vinegar Syndrome in 2K from its 35mm original camera negative, presented in its original Cantonese mono soundtrack with newly translated English subtitles. I would say that the mono soundtracks don't particularly make the action hit as hard as it could. Better, you know, sound uh, audio option would make the action a little bit more impactful, but I can see the reason for keeping it as the original mono soundtrack. Brand new commentary track with film historian and author Sam Dayan. From the Gutter to the Theatre, 27 minutes long, a brand new making of documentary featuring interviews with writer Tony Lung Hung Hwa, actor Jason Pai Piao, and actor Yuen Bun. Then we've got Chasing Pai Piao, Hong Kong cinemas chameleonic tough guy. That's a 13-minute long video essay by film historian Erica Schultz. Then we've got a double-sided poster that I've yet to show you, a reversible sleeve artwork, and newly translated English subtitles for this release. So yeah, let's take a look at the poster. So yeah, I wasn't expecting a poster in this, to be honest, but it is always a nice surprise, especially when it's on really rather quite thick paper, which again I wasn't expecting, because if it was going to have a poster, it really wasn't going to be outside the case. So yeah, the fact it is quite thick is nice to see. But yeah, it is just the artwork that we've already shown you. So yeah, it is quite large. Definitely one of the larger posters that I've had from Vinegar Syndrome, but it is just the same artwork. The artwork itself is decent, but I would have liked at least the option to have the original poster as a choice as well. Not sure if it says who does the new artwork. It might say it in the booklet, to be honest. No. So yeah, doesn't say who done the new artwork. It's not my favourite new artwork for a film that is getting a new restoration and such, but it's still decent enough. But like I said, I would have liked the option to have the original poster to choose from for the sleeve or the poster. So yeah, that's a little bit of a downer on this release, I feel. But the rest of this is great. The restoration looks really rather good. The mono soundtrack, though not proper hard hitting in terms of the action, still is effective enough at getting a lot across the action itself, as well as all the other elements of the film, like especially the score, which sounds great. And yeah, looks pretty good as well. Although again, I don't have any prior release of this to compare it against. So yeah, but still a solid restoration, a good film on its own right. Definitely a step up from The Cat, which, like I said, was a bit disappointing compared to the other two films from the director that I'd seen beforehand. And hopefully we get to see more from him in the future. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.